Syrian Arab armed forces seize mortar guns, shells and explosives while combing al-Mur in Latakia, Northen countryside. The Israeli aggression on the West Bank continues for the sixth day in a row, wounding and detaining Palestinians and invading and besieging towns and villages. Progress is achieved in Iran's talks with the 5+1 group as a final agreement has started to be formulated on Iran's nuclear file. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to our news for today. Units of the Syrian Arab Army discovered during an inspection operation near Nab al-Mur area in Latakia, northern countryside, heavy machine guns, a large number of mortar shells and explosive devices, in addition to stolen medical equipment. In Aleppo, Syrian Arab Army units killed a large number of terrorists and injured others in the quarters of Hanano, Bani Zaid, Bustan al-Qasr and al-Kallase. Syrian Arab Army units also targeted terrorist hideouts and their vehicles in the areas of Tarjibin, الحاضر عبطين الملاح الكاستيلو حندرات عنادان بابيس الشويحنة الطامورة مارع عزاز and al-Atarib in Aleppo countryside, inflicting heavy losses on them. The Syrian Arab Army has intercepted a terrorist gang belonging to the Islamic State of Iraq and Levant, which tried to steal wheat from Adwa groves at a distance of 25 kilometers west of Palmyra. A source in Homs Governorate told Sana correspondent that several terrorists were killed or wounded and a number of their machine gun-equipped vehicles and ammunition were destroyed. Nearly 150 Australians have joined extremist terrorist groups in Syria and Iraq, according to the Australian Foreign Minister, Julie Bishop. The Australian official expressed concern of a possible terrorist threat on her country when those Australians return back to their homeland. Concerns are growing in Western countries over the return of terrorists funded, trained and sent by those same Western states to Syria to commit terrorist attacks. The recent warning was expressed by head of the French Coordination Department for Counter-Terrorism, Luc Garnier, who sounded the alarm last week on the danger of the return of European terrorists on the national security of European countries. Welcome back. Iraqi troops continued their military operations in Mosul and other areas, trying to expel terrorists from the towns they invaded as heavy clashes erupted in Tal Afar, north of Iraq. Iraqi sources reported that the aim of the operation is to clear the towns and villages of northern Iraq of terrorists affiliated with the Islamic State in Iraq and the Levant. Dozens of terrorists were already eliminated in several areas. For the sixth consecutive day, Israeli occupation troops escalated their attacks on the Palestinians in the West Bank, reducing their towns and cities into a big prison. The Israeli occupation authorities tightened their siege on Hebron, arresting dozens of Palestinian citizens. In Jenin camp, 2 Palestinians were wounded following military incursions into the area. Meanwhile, Israeli air raids on the residential areas of Az-Zaytun neighborhood and Imad Abu Qadus area west of Gaza wounded 1 citizen. The fifth round of negotiations between Iran and the 5+1 group tends to realize objectives appropriate for both sides. Iranian Foreign Minister Mohammad Jawad Zarif says both sides have started to formulate a final agreement on Iran's nuclear file. Despite the presence of difficult negotiations, we have started to draft a comprehensive joint action program, Zarif said. He pointed out that writing down such program does not mean reaching an agreement due to many differences between the two sides. The current round, it is to be noted, will continue till tomorrow, Friday. Another session is expected to be held on the 20th of next July. Finally, near Damascus Castle and the famous Umayyad Mosque and in the vicinity of Al-Azam Palace, Al-Hamidiyya Souk and the tomb of Salah ad-Din stands the environmental park on one side of Barada River, a witness to man's bond with his renewable natural resources. The environmental park was established with the objective of raising awareness, particularly among new generations, about the need to care for and protect the environment, associate education with the environment, and spread knowledge about biodiversity in Damascus and its surroundings. The idea of the environmental park occurred to the members of the Syrian Environment Society in cooperation with national and international sites in 2003. It was established in 2005. It took 3 years to finish the stone wall, which was built around the two branches of Barada River. Then the park was constructed. It is divided into several aisles. The place also contains the environmental library and the park's cafe. With this, we end our news for today. Thank you for watching. For more details about Syria and the region and to view this bulletin again, you can always visit our website in English, syriaonline.sy. Now to latest business and market news with Karum Kürkcan, but after a short break.